K-Trend Monitoring Office. How can I help you? And back joining us in the studio for K-Trend Monitoring Office is David. David, hello to you.
Hello, everybody, and SJ.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
So you watched K-Pop Demon Hunters? I know I'm late to this game, but...
For sure. What is that question even at this point?
I watched it twice this weekend.
Okay, you watched it more than me then.
I trust me, I wasn't sitting there trying to watch it. It was kind of forced upon me.
Okay.
By my kids. You were telling me that season 2... Wait, part 2 is coming out?
Yes, it's confirmed officially, and it's estimated to be in 2029.
2029, that's terrible. That's terrible. That's 4 years from now when my kid number 2, my daughter, she's going to be old enough to go crazy for this. And now she's going to be like, I'm going to be roomy. I'm going to be like whatever and stuff.
Yeah. Wait, but don't quote me on that.
Okay.
I might have maybe I might have like mixed up the numbers. Like maybe it's 2028.
I hope you're wrong.
Yeah. I think it was like 3 years or something. 3 years max.
That's a long time.
Yeah,
man.
it is
I'm
still a long time. Yeah.
But I don't even know what who are they going to fight next? The big bad flame guy going to come back like bigger and stronger?
I have no idea.
Jeez. What are we going to talk about today, man?
Yeah, so we're diving into a phenomenon rarely seen anywhere else in the world, especially in the music sector. Mm-hmm. It's the K-pop fandom culture.
Fandom culture.
Yes. So we've been dissecting K-pop, what it is, like what elements make it up for the past few weeks, and we haven't covered the fandom enough.
No.
I feel like because like the fandom is like a huge part of the K-pop whole thing itself. And as a longtime fan myself, I'm personally BTS ARMY, and before that, I'm Big Bang VIP, and I have a personal connection to this topic as well.
Yeah. I was a fan of Baby Vox.
Oh, okay, different generation, but yeah, valid. Yes.
I don't know if you know this. This is, guys, I kid you not. There's back before you could join official fan clubs. Nowadays, you could join official fan clubs. Back what you used to do in my days is join the 다음 카페.
Oh, yes.
Fan cafes, right?
Right.
So there's like what we call 공식 카페, official fan cafes, and you sign up through there.
Right.
So I was part of the Baby Vox fan club.
Okay.
And get this, I was also 더 자두 fan club member.
What's that?
자두.
자두. Oh, okay. They had a fan club too. Okay.
Hey now. Now. Yeah. I was a member of that. So those are the two cafes that I joined back in the days.
Yeah.
But now fandom is completely different.
It is. Yeah.
It's true that obviously there's fans of everything, but this fandom is very unique to Korea.
Right.
But let's continue to talk about this.
Yeah. So like what really breaks apart K-pop fandoms to other fandoms maybe, or just like music consumers or casual listeners, is that these K-pop fans, they're not just consumers. They're not casual listeners. They're partners in growth.
Yes.
So they act as editors, planners, promoters, and they shape the actual success of the group. So the power of the fandom is equivalent of the impact of the group itself. I wouldn't say it's a stretch to say that. You know, everybody knows how powerful BTS ARMY is.
Yeah.
And RM also emphasizes that as well.
You know, the interesting thing about K-pop fandom, it's spread to other genres, per se, sports, for instance. And I think BTS is a very good example of this. BTS right now is a global star. I mean, no denying that.
Yeah.
But they had a moment where they were kind of unknown, right? They weren't as popular, of course, not nearly as popular as they are right now. But the same fans who continue to support them even when they were not as famous, they're now, like the head of the army and stuff like that.
That's true.
And so now sports fans, especially baseball fans, are doing the same thing.
Really?
Where they're becoming fans of like rookies, hoping that they become the next stars and be close to them.
It's like investing.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so they'll meet them before the game all the time. They know each other by name.
Yeah.
Some of them, they know their contact information because they're like club president. And so it's kind of like that right now. So let's talk about, speaking of which, growing together.
Yeah.
Fans as co-creators of Idol's journey. That's an interesting kind of terminology.
So, like, definitely, as you mentioned, a lot of fans, I don't think they think of it as investing, but they want to, like, see their idols grow together.
Yeah,
And, the interesting thing is, I don't think there's a fandom anywhere in the world or in any sector that starts with the artist from the pre-debut stage.
Oh.
So K-pop fandoms actually just gather outside of the companies or dig up stuff like online, get information about these trainees.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It goes that far?
Yes. And they actually get information about like who's to debut in this group, who's speculated to be in this group, blah, blah, blah. And then they make like these unofficial posts or Wikipedia pages. And they just like the growth starts from there. Like they're just boosting these trainees from the pre-debut stages. That's crazy,
That's
right?
pretty wild.
It is wild, yeah.
Okay.
It's like planting seeds for themselves.
So give us an example, like, I mean, BTS, right? You have ARMY, and you can argue that the ARMY fan base, I mean, the number is astronomical, but
Right.
like, how do they go about?
I mean, BTS ARMY is just too big to actually, pinpoint where it started. But like, definitely there were like the domestic fans back then when they debuted. But then like, since like the Hwayoung series, like everyone watched the members' challenges and growth unfold. Definitely social media took a big part of it. Because,
Were they
like,
part of a audition stuff?
No. They weren't part of an audition. I mean, they had their own internal audition.
Yeah, of course.
But they weren't like publicized or anything. But what actually made them stood out was like same to Big Bang though, but they made like their own like content.
Oh, like Big Bang
YouTube.
TV and
Yes.
21 TV.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So they posted those kind of things online, and all of these fans just gathered and saw their like sincerity and their struggles. And it was very new back then because like idols had some kind of like mysterious approach to them. That's what YG usually does.
Yeah.
We had a disconnect from the idols, but BTS was, I think, one of the first idols that actually shattered that kind of dynamic. They were like friends to us. They were just sharing what they were going through in daily lives. So people were like, wow, this is very fresh. I want to actually share their journey. So I think that was a very big driving factor of what made BTS ARMY exponentially grow.
Yeah.
And then like, that's like the old model, but nowadays it's just very highly produced from the start. You just gather the fans by making these global auditions that you mentioned. So for instance, I don't know if you know ENHYPEN.
Yeah, I know ENHYPEN.
Oh, you know ENHYPEN?
I know ENHYPEN.
Yeah, they're a group from HYBE as well, and they had a reality show, I guess like an audition show called Island.
Okay.
And like millions of people watched that audition show, and they were already fangirling over their fave. And once they actually formed the group, the fandom was
It was already there.
Yeah, it was already there, and it was like already explosive. So, like everybody's now jumping onto the bandwagon of becoming a fan and like participating in all these interactions and stuff. Yeah.
This sort of marketing ploy is genius. And I feel like, again, I mean, you guys could prove me wrong. You could correct me if I'm wrong. Again, I think YG kind of started this with, Big Bang TV.
Yeah.
But 21 TV was very successful because I remember me watching 21 TV, and it was before they debuted.
Yeah.
And so they were showing 21 before the debut, and then it led up to their finally they debuted, and then it kept on going a little bit after that. And it's almost like, seeing your kid grow.
Exactly. That's exactly the feeling.
And when you see your child grow and you fall in love.
Yeah.
And fans are documenting and editing this growth, basically.
Exactly. So they make a lot of like, what do you call it, user-generated content on YouTube or social media, and they make edits of funny parts, make memes of it, and I myself was a part of it too. Because I mean, I made reaction videos. So reaction videos in the old days had a lot of impact because like artists with like less reach, like reactors would react to their music videos, new fans would actually watch those reactions, and they'd be like, oh, I actually want to check out this group. So like we had this ping pong, these like synergy effects between the artists and the fans. So as I said before, fans are not just consumers, they're actually like creators and they're promoters as well. So this like good cycle just amplifies both the idol's reach and the fans' shared experience.
But then the other thing is that it's not just on the internet that this fandom goes on.
Right.
It's outside, right? It takes on the real world action.
Right. So, like, there are so many things you can do in offline settings. Like, obviously, you probably have to be in Korea to actively participate in one. But a lot of these companies and labels have, like, waiting zones in front of their companies. And a lot of these fans just gather in front of the companies with letters, with presents, with flowers or whatever. And just, like, hoard and just bombard these idols with those presents in order to support them. Also, they show up to, like, music shows together. They make like celebrations at cafes, renting the whole place and decorating it. So there are so many kind of offline activities fans can do as well.
I've gone to an entertainment company building once in my life.
Okay. Which one?
To shoot a UCC video. You know what UCCs are?
Yes. Yeah, that's the old term for YouTube videos, basically.
This was for Cyworld.
Yeah.
Back in 2007 or 8, the Wonder Girls were doing a New York tour.
Okay.
JYP. And, JYP had an office in New York. Me and my buddies, we went to the JYP office in the front.
Yeah.
As for Wonder Girls, because we're going to go to the concert the next day.
Right.
And we shot that video, but we were the only ones. Let's just put it that way. K-Pop Fandom did not pick up in New York in 2007.
Yes.
So we were the only idiots.
A bit too early. Yeah.
So they're really investing in the fans here. Guys, we're going to continue to talk about fandom. We got a lot of messages coming in from our listeners. I'll get to all of that in just a bit. But first, let's take a listen to a song from BTS with Epilogue, Young Forever. Got a lot of messages coming in from our listeners, our K-pop listeners. Claire Harker down under Australia. Same thing happened with Zero Base One, who were created by Boys Planet. Audition program, I'm guessing. I Love Korea says that's why audition programs are so successful to gain fans before even their official debut. Made it up over in London. I feel like record companies are largely responsible. They amp up the whole business up, make it feel like the fans have access when I would imagine a lot of the artists might not enjoy it. Well, I mean, they enjoy the popularity, obviously.
Yeah.
Every time. I'm gonna experience it today too. I'm gonna be done with work at 8 p.m. I'm gonna go downstairs to go to my parking lot. There's gonna be a bunch of people,
right?
And I'm just gonna pretend they're for me. In reality, is for D-Arc. D-Arc's coming for you and us.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Every time I go to the parking lot, there's a bunch of fans in front of the station over here. So.
And then, you want to secretly wave to them, but it's not for you.
And then when I'm driving my car out, they're like, oh, who is it?
I want to share this story for you.
Okay.
I was so offended once.
Why?
So I was walking by, and there was a bunch of fans, right? And then one of the girls... Like, it was a foreigner. She wasn't Korean. Fans of, like, this group. And then she goes, 아저씨.
Oh, no.
Are you the manager of blah, blah, blah? And I was like, what? She's like, are you the manager for blah, blah, blah? I was like, no, I'm not the manager for what?
Yeah.
Thought I was the manager. Let's see. Some other is Haseng fans. I mean, that's a completely different kind of topic there,
Stalkers.
Right? Fan translators are literally my favorite people. Says Jenga. I Love Korea says, thanks to fan translators, I can get updates on my favorite K-pop artists. That's the other thing. They go beyond, right? And translators are the big role, sort of role makers here with K-pop being spread around the world.
Right.
Let's talk about collective power, support culture, the global community that we see right now in front of us.
Right, so I'm glad you mentioned translating and stuff, because I would say that all falls into like the strategically organized communities.
Yeah.
K-pop fandoms just do these massive movements by themselves. Nobody asked them to do them.
No.
They actually do it out of love and support. And like the best example definitely would be, I guess, like for a K-pop idol financially supporting them, obviously. So fans organize mass purchases of albums. They buy merchandise and they buy all these different things for the groups, and that's definitely helping them. That's the first way to help the idol groups and support them. And it's like, it kind of goes overboard. So this is a culture that doesn't exist in any other fandoms or industries, but like one fan might buy 100 of albums.
It's not very good for the environment.
Yes, exactly. So I know that K-pop labels are now making like eco-friendly packaging and stuff.
Yes.
But still, a lot of fans buy these merch because they just want to support their idols and actually kind of boost up the numbers as well too, the number of album sales. Also, I've heard of examples where like there are areas in the world where the albums aren't shipped, like or you have to have a big logistics cost. So like those fans in, let's say, for example, like Indonesia, I'm sure they ship it there, but like Indonesian fans would gather all together, bulk order like a ton of albums, and then they would distribute it by themselves within the country.
Jeez.
So they're making these like strategic moves. It's really crazy. And not only like physical albums and merch, but if you go onto the digital sphere where we have streaming.
Yes.
Nowadays it's all streaming platforms, right? Spotify and all that. So like they have streaming schedules, streaming parties. They have hashtag campaigns for that, saying like vote for this group for the Grammys or whatever. And these trend every single day if you go on X, past Twitter. Yeah, and you'll see the power of the fandoms over there, especially.
The craziest thing I saw back a few years ago when I was investing in YG Plus, this is the digital content section of YG Entertainment. You get a lot of, what is it? Blackpink was breaking records.
Yes.
Most views on YouTube for like the new release, right? Was it Kill This Love?
Right.
Set a record back then, which was obviously, beaten by BTS later on and things like that. And so what happens is when you hit like record numbers, the stocks go 30% the next day.
Yes.
And then another 30% the next day. Like it goes crazy. And so like I'm there clicking away, watching endless videos of Kill This Love and, Ice Cream?
Yes.
With Selena Gomez, which didn't do me as well as, Kill This Love. But you also have, like, fans of other groups, I'm not going to say which group, trying to block them from getting that record because they don't want their group's record to be shattered and stuff.
Yeah, and actually I do think that's healthy. I mean, it's toxic in a way, but if you think about it, it's a competition at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So everyone wants to top each other's record. So it becomes more competitive, thus drives more viral results and records breaking. So yeah, I think the competition in the fandom is another part, and it's actually, healthy to an extent.
The healthier because I got upset because they're blocking me from making money in stocks. Healthier stuff is challenges.
Yes.
Blackpink had like a challenge that was going crazy.
Oh yeah, they have a bunch of challenges, but one of the most prominent ones was upon the release of Pink Venom, and the hashtag Pink Venom challenge trended globally on TikTok, helping the music video reach 90 million views in
insane.
24 hours. 90 million.
That's insane.
That is insane. This is fandom-driven viral success. And I'm sure like there are records that are going to break this in the near future as well too, along with like BTS and Blackpink's comeback. So yeah, you can't see any of this viral power in any other like Western pop stars fandom.
Let's also talk about another very interesting culture, the support culture.
Yes.
I like this. Tell us about the support culture.
Yeah, so there are a lot of ways and methods to do these kind of supports towards the idols. For instance, fans celebrate the idols' birthdays.
Yes.
That's very cute, in my opinion. They rent out cafes, they rent out like bus stops or like ads in the metro station.
Samsung Station, coex area is very, very famous for that.
Yeah, if you go to the airport line of Hongdae, like they have a whole LED panel like plastered, rotating after one another of idol groups with their birthdays, their debut anniversaries, comeback promotions. So fans actually gather an amount of money to actually pay for those advertisements on the buses, subways, cafes, and billboards. Like there are even some ones on the the Times Square in New York. Expensive.
It's very expensive. The wildest thing I saw was they get an entire bus to be covered with happy birthday so-and-so. I mean, they're literally idols.
Right.
I mean, you're almost kind of worshiping them. But it's so big. It's so big. But and I also want to go into, since we talked about it a little bit earlier, a couple of our listeners talking about the translators. This is another kind of sort of role that fans are taking on, they're not getting paid for it.
For sure, yeah.
But they're doing it so that they could spread K-pop further and further.
Yes, they want people to have more reach and more access to their favorite group's music. So like for countries that don't have, subtitles that are not, enabled through Hybe or like these companies, there are just voluntary, subtitlers on X or YouTube actually doing work real time and just posting translations of the lyrics or what they're saying on V Live or Weverse Lives. So it's actually the amount of dedication they're putting their time and effort without getting paid, just out of a love.
Yeah.
And to spread their favorite idol's music. It's just mind-blowing if you think about it. But I would argue nowadays that like with the advent of AI tech and ChatGPT and whatnot, the translator's workload has alleviated a little bit.
David, you just kind of personally though, like you've done a lot to spread K-pop to the world. In fact, a lot of our listeners knew you.
Yep.
Before you even came to our show. Do you get thank yous from groups or agencies, labels, and things like that, where you get like requests from agencies to have you further promote them? You get any of that stuff?
Yes, for sure. Nowadays, no, because like K-pop has just grown exponentially.
Yeah.
So every group has just outgrown, my influence.
Yeah.
But back then, like there were groups that contacted me and they saw my explain videos for BTS lyrics and stuff, and they were like, "We really like your format."
Wait, Hybe contacted you?
No. Other rookie groups. So yeah, like they would see my BTS lyric explain videos and they're like, "Oh, could you make one for our music video as well? Like, could you do a interview with our group? Could you do like this reality show with our group as well?" And I actually did one, and one of my biggest accolades is I did an interview with the rookie stage 80s.
Oh.
Yeah, when they were like, just growing.
Oh.
And I was like, honestly, back then I was like, oh, I'd never heard of them, so should I do this or not? But now it's one of our best performing videos and one of the ones I'm proud about. Yeah.
Man, me and David so different. I met BTS before they were famous.
Oh my gosh.
And I was all just like, what's up? And they're like, 안녕하세요, 방탄소년단입니다.
My
stuff
gosh.
like that.
You didn't get a sign, you didn't
No,
get a selfie.
I thought they were just, another group. And I should have just been like, I know struggle is real. And, 형이, let me just buy you
You never know.
But, he took on 80s before they were famous. And now look at him.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Claire Hardiker, down under in Australia, I stayed away from those parts of fandom culture. I like to listen to the music and request their songs on ARIRANG. And you know what? I think that's perfectly fine. And I prefer that. I prefer that. Because I feel like when you go beyond a certain boundaries of fandom, then it just gets a little bit too much.
Right. Everyone has their comfort zone within fandoms
absolutely.
and their spectrums, yes.
Absolutely. We're going to continue to talk about fandom here in Korea. But first, this is the group that got me buying stocks. This is Blackpink with 마지막처럼 As If It's Your Last. Oh, I remember my semi-blink days. It was only because I was investing in the group.
Very candid. Okay. And Fun fact, I was actually dancing to this music at one point.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, this was the only one music that I actually danced to. Because I lost to a bet or something.
Oh, I was about to say. I was like, because you really enjoyed it? I was like,
no.
Are you seeing a difference?
Horrible dancer. But if you dig it up on the YouTube, it is there. Yeah.
Guys, do your thing. Do your thing. Go find that video.
Okay.
When we talk about fandom, we cannot not talk about this, and it's the light sticks.
Yes.
Now, again, I'm going to date myself again, but back when in my days, we had balloons.
Balloons. Oh, yes.
So I had the pink balloon for Baby Vox. And that was the only balloon that I would wave.
Right.
Now we went beyond balloons, and we have these cool light sticks.
Yes.
Let's talk about this.
Yeah, so these light sticks aren't merely just performance props. They actually visualize the collective identity of the fandoms.
Yeah.
And these light sticks in tens and thousands glowing in unison, they demonstrate we exist together as one group. They connect the the idols and the fans together at the concert halls. That one time I was at a BTS concert and I had my army bomb and I was waving it, and nowadays it synchronizes like via Bluetooth.
That's the crazy
and stuff.
thing.
Yeah, it goes like from purple to yellow to blue, and it's like making waves and stuff. According to the music, it's crazy. The tech is evolving, and these light sticks, they have like the first edition, second edition.
What?
Yeah, and they evolve. The technology evolves. It's crazy.
So you can't just have one and be like, I have this group's fan stick.
Oh yeah. You got to collect the first to the last edition to be a real fan.
Chris, isn't this what you were doing when you came to Korea? You're just like going off on like a pop-up store or something. You're like, I got to buy some light sticks. And I was like, you already got a light stick. Why do you need another light stick? And you said, I got to get this light. Is this what you were talking about here? Jenga says, I have multiple light sticks. AT's, G-Friend, B.I.G. Notorious B.I.G. has a light stick?
No. There's a K-pop group called B.I.G.
Oh. Biggie, can't you see? Dreamcatchers, Vicks. Jenga, you know what my favorite light stick is?
Mm-hmm. What is it?
Epic High.
Epic High, what is it? Oh, is it the middle finger one?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I saw that one. They're hilarious. Yeah.
It's my favorite.
Yeah. And yeah, speaking of like light sticks having different kind of it's called the popgyubong, right?
Yes.
So like that's I guess a wordplay in Korean.
Yes.
Popgyu, you see the resemblance with the F word.
Yes.
But anyways, like I'm glad you mentioned that like specific shape, because like if you go deeper into light sticks, everyone knows that each light stick has their own identity and shape and unique color and stuff. So there's actually like territorial like feuds and conflicts between groups, like claiming like, oh, we were first with this concept. Why are you copying our concept? Yeah. So it's actually very fierce. Like you cannot like cross that line.
What?
Yeah, like there was recently, I forgot which group it was, but a new group actually made a I think it was like that QWER.
Yes.
They made like a light stick which was like a shape that was similar to another group, and this idol group just became super angry, and then they came at them and they were like, oh, we're gonna sue your company or something like that. But anyways,
it gets pretty serious because I guess a lot of our listeners actually knew about this. Also, Angela knows about this too. And then Chris Rose, I got a rabbit hat for my PBG light sticks. Again, I mean, the days were much simpler when I was just waving pink balloons.
Yeah.
And nobody was suing anybody for pink balloons because Baby Vox was pink and nobody else is going to get this. Yeah. But we also saw that during the street demonstrations,
right,
where K-pop light sticks were being used as demonstrations.
Yes,
which I thought was very, very interesting.
Yes, a lot of the foreign media also highlighted it, saying it's K-democracy and stuff, using light sticks and using K-pop music.
I'll just tell you this. There was a lot of people with the Epic High light sticks.
Okay.
It meant something.
Well, at least it's peaceful in its way.
Yes, it meant something.
Yeah, but like mentioning the shapes and like pink balloons, I own 3 light sticks for myself. I own the Big Bang one, which is like it's called the Bang Bong, which has like a yellow crown.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah, and then I have the black pink one. It's like the Hammer Bong.
I couldn't buy it. It was sold out.
The pink hammer. Yes. I think that's probably the cutest. In my opinion.
So cute.
It is so cute.
Yes.
It's like such a great idea. It doesn't really hurt if you actually.
No.
It's like a byongmangchi.
Right.
And also, I have an army bomb, definitely.
Right. I went to the Victoria. Albert and Victoria Museum in London.
Yeah.
And they had a K-Wave exhibition where they had an entire wall with the K-pop light sticks.
Wow.
And I thought it was the coolest thing.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to put a pink balloon up there. Because
yeah,
balloons
it
are where it
deserves a
started.
spot. Yeah, I would say.
But see, that's the thing. You have 7 light sticks. Can you be more than one fan?
Yeah, you can be a multi-fan, multi-stan.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there are some diehard fans that are a little bit toxic about multi-stans. Like, how can you be loyal to this group and that group? I don't really understand. At the end of the day, we're all just like fans of the music and the people and stuff. But yeah, I'm a multi-stan myself. You know, I love Big Bang, I love BTS, I love Blackpink.
Back in the days, we used to fight.
Yeah, I know.
HOT fans and Chesky's fans.
I mean, there are different spectrums within the fandom, so like it is what it is, I would say.
This is fun stuff here. Jenga, I kid. I know B.I.G. was, was it Benji's group back in the days. I read your request this past week. I know who B.I.G. is. I just wanted to joke because I like Notorious B.I.G. Anyways, David, this was a very fun topic. I think this is, again, very unique to Korea that spread to the rest of the world, and we're seeing the rest of the world just follow through on this. And again, I think a healthy fandom is the most important thing moving forward here. All right, David, thank you very much for this. Have a fantastic rest of your week, and we'll see you again next week.
Thank you.